Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Isa po ba kayo doon sa mga aspiring PRs na nahihirapan sa kung saang probinsya kayo naroon and are, perhaps exploring moving to a different province and hope na doon kayo ma-PR? Well, that's the case for our guests in this episode. Umasa sila, no? Nasa Alberta sila magiging PR. They applied for the AINP. Unfortunately, their application was refused. Mamaya ipapaliwanag niya kung bakit. Pero buti na lang, they did not lose hope. Okay, naghanap pa rin sila ng paraan. And their search for PR ended up, or brought them rather to Saskatchewan, kung saan ngayon mga citizen na po sila, no, ang kanyang family. At kasalukuyan po itong ating kakausapin, HR manager. And here he is going to share with us na napansin niya sa kanyang trabaho na dumadami pa talaga yung mga nagpupunta raw ng Saskatchewan for the same reason that he went there for, to try to be permanent residents. Okay, yan ang ating pag-uusapan kasama si Benny Vic or Vic De Guzman. Hi Vic, at maraming salamat
Hi.
dito ka.
Oh, yes, for sure. Ina, hello. Hello din sa mga viewers mo. I'm really excited to be here. So, yeah.
Okay. So how many years na kayo, Vic, and your family in Canada again? International student pathway, no? Si Vic at siya ang nag-aral. Way
Yes.
back, what year was that?
2018, Ina. 2018. We've been here in Canada now 7 years. Tama ka, sabi mo nga, ako ang international student. So, sa Calgary kami nagland that year. So, I took up human resources management and I finished that. And then, nabanggit mo nga, Ina, na we are extremely confident, I would say, that time na, pagka-graduate na to, nako, sigurado, mag-PR tayo dito
Kala
sa
mo.
Oo, PR tayo dito sa Alberta with our experience, with our education. So sabi ko sa wife ko, this is a done deal. Pero yun nga, nabanggit mo nga rin na ang nangyari is ako yung international student and honestly, nag-ano din kami ng consultant. Tapos nabigyan kami ng instruction and advice na si wife ang mag-apply for as a main applicant for permanent resident. So, sige.
Sa
Sa
AINP
AINP
to,
to.
no?
AINP to. Kasi yung wife ko is she was working in a coffee shop back in the Philippines for 16 years, more than 10 years as a manager. So, based sa experience na namin dalawa, especially sa pathway sa AINP under food and beverage, hospitality, siya yung na-recognize ng consultant namin na, ma'am, ikaw na lang po mag-apply kasi yung work experience mo mas pasok. So, yun yung ginawa namin. So, we followed everything, documents, instructions. So, yan, pinasa ko na. Ako kasi, medyo off ako talagang pagdating sa documents, talagang on point dapat ito yung kailangan. So, pagkapasa ko, sabi ko, mag-aantay na lang tayo. Okay na yan. Hala, after 9 months, dumating, and matagal, honestly, ngayon ko lang na-realize din yun na matagal yung nantay namin for ANP. And yun yung nakikita kong pattern when it comes to the process. And again, this is based on experience, Ina. Pattern na nakita ko nga is 9 months, dumating, talagang our hearts sunk na denied kami. Oh my gosh. Tapos,
Teka muna, what was the stream under AINP na in-applyan ng misis mo?
Sa ano yun sa food and beverage siya. So, managerial. So sa managerial stream siya ng AINP that time. So kaya sobrang confident kami na ma-approve kasi nga yung years of experience niya is nandun more than 10 years So,
At yun ang in-advise kasi rin sa
yun yung nasabi
consultant.
sa amin ng consultant, oo. So, finalo namin. Eh, siyempre that time, kaya kami nag-hire din ng consultant kasi nga siyempre, we don't know the process and quite honestly, very busy talaga. I was studying, I was working, and my wife as well. Tapos meron pa kaming dalawang maliit na bata pa noon. So, we're really juggling our time. Pero, ang nangyari dapat pala is, nandun sa result is, ang nag-apply pala dapat, ako. Ako dapat kasi ako yung ano, international student. Ako dapat yung naging main applicant, hindi yung wife ko.
Oh,
But then again,
honestly, I don't know how that specific stream or sa AINP, I'm really not very familiar with it. So may
yeah.
ganung policy,
Mm-mm.
dapat daw ikaw bilang the international student ang
Yes.
main applicant. And did you eventually tell your consultant na bakit ganito ang sinasabi?
Nalaman nila na deny kami.
Ha?
Nalaman
Yeah, I
nila.
mean, but did you say na dapat alam nyo yun na ako ang pala pinag-apply ninyo? May ganun bang naging conversation?
Sa totoo lang na nabanggit namin yon. Pero kasi time is not on our side kasi nung na-deny kami, may natitira na lang kaming 6 months na na work permit.
Oh
So
no.
instead
Okay.
of just sit there and dapat ito yung ginawa nyo, dapat ito yung binigay nyo sa amin. So mali yung nabigay na na instruction sa amin and advice. Talagang nag-scour around kami, naghanap kami agad ng option na 6 months na lang tayo, may 2 bata kami, and honestly, Ina, ang thinking namin mag-asawa nun is kahit anong mangyari, we will find a way. Hindi
Yes.
hindi tayo pwedeng umuwi. Nag-invest na tayo dito.
6 months ng PGWP mo left.
Yes.
Sabi mo.
Oo,
Okay.
yun na lang yung natitira. Kaya sobrang, syempre,
Oh
as a
no.
parent, as a parent, kabado kami, di ba? And that time, sige, 2018, I would say hindi pa ganun kahigpit, and alam natin ngayon kung ano yung tightness ng immigration. Pero sobrang kabado kami, ayaw namin kasi may 2 anak kami, may 2 bata kami. So, ang nangyari noon is naghahanap ako. Honestly, yung practicum na trabaho ko ng pagkagad sa HR, ina-absorb ako noon. Kaso, hindi ko na tinanggap dahil ang nangyari, si Mrs. is may multiple options siyang nakita. So, nag-reach out si Mrs. sa mga province. Even yung district manager niya, sinabi rin sa kanya na, dun sa Dawson's Creek sa BC, possible na may nagpa-process ng PR, and nag-email din siya actually sa McDonald's sa BC. Tapos, friend of a friend, nag-message sa kanya na merong opportunity dito sa Saskatchewan. Specifically, kaso small town. So yung small town na yun, it's called Waka. So sabi namin, alam mo kung sino mauna? Doon tayo.
Hold on, why were you looking at BC in particular?
Kasi meron daw opportunity doon na nagpo-process ng PR.
According to your friends, yes.
According to, yes. Yung isa naman, yung McDonald's, yun talaga nagbanggit kay Mrs. na mag-email ka dito sa email na to dun sa I would say sa manager ata ng McDonald's kasi meron talaga nagpo-process ng PR doon. But then again, ang sabi namin, kung sino mauna, doon tayo pupunta. Walang isip-isip, punta tayo doon kahit anong mangyari.
Nako, alam mo, sa totoo lang, Vic, no, ang daming ganyan ang many people found themselves in that same situation, over the past 2 years, yes. I would say. So, ang nangyari sa inyo, una sa lahat, you like Alberta at that time already, no? When you got the refusal, 6 months ago na lang. I mean, were you already sort of attached to Alberta at talagang na-down kayo ng gusto, no? I'm sure nung nakuha mo yung refusal.
So, sobra. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, yun talaga yung plan namin eh. And sabi ko, extremely confident kami na kung attached, talagang attached. Kasi doon kami nag-land. Doon ko natapos yung HR ko, doon ako nag-practicum, and to the point na i-absorb nga ako ng organization, but then hindi naman na natuloy, which napaganda naman din kasi kaya hindi ko tinuloy dahil may dumating na opportunity. na dito for permanent residents sa Saskatchewan naman. So,
Yeah.
so ang nangyari is nung dumating yung opportunity na yon, sabi ko sa'yo, Ina, um, within 24 hours, kinontak lang namin yung employer doon sa Waka. And ang Waka is na northeast of Saskatchewan. Sorry, northeast of Saskatoon.
Oh.
Um, that time, nasa 990 ang population ng
Oh,
small.
maliit din talaga. Wala pang 1,000.
Wala
Wow!
pa.
Okay.
Wala pa. Oo. So,
Who
within
found that employer for you?
ang wife ko, yung friend of a friend lang, nagbanggit. Oo, nagbanggit na, Ria, meron ditong may opportunity. Bakit hindi nyo i-try mag-reach out kayo? Nag-reach out kami. Na-interview si Ria virtually. Then after that, okay, sige. Kunin namin kayo, pero you need to be here, if I'm not mistaken, in a week. Lipat na kayo.
Wow, grabe.
Oo. Ganon kabilis, Ina, as in. So, pag namin, within 24 hours, nag-impake kami. Pero nakadalawang balik kami kasi Calgary to Saskatchewan.
Oo.
7 to 8 hours. Kasama na yung doon, yung mga hinto-hinto, di ba? So, punta kami doon. Pagpunta namin sa Saskatchewan, sabi ko sa'yo, parang walang katapusan tong road na to.
Wow! Oh, you dropped everything and grabbed
Yes.
that opportunity. And anong employer ni Ria, your wife, no, na nakahanap ng
Food and
trabaho?
beverage, specifically Dairy Queen.
Okay. Ikaw naman, so anong plano? Si Ria, may employer. Anong plano?
Hmm.
Ikaw, how are you feeling? Oh my gosh, anong gagawin ko doon?
Yes,
Oo.
pagdating namin talaga, there's no other way to put it. From Calgary, culture shock. Kasi Saskatchewan is, kaya nga tinawag siyang land of the living skies, talagang totally flat siya.
Oo.
So, lalo na doon sa small town, talagang makikita mo fields and fields of canola. So, tawag dito, kami naman mag-asawa is we're extremely positive na everything happens for a reason. Naalala ko nga yung isang episode nung mo na galingan na lang natin. Gano'n na lang,
Naku,
gagalingan.
si Randy Boy yata yung sinasabi.
Yung sa chicharon.
Okay, sa chicharon. Okay, sige.
Oo. So, galingan na lang natin. So, DQ siya, supervisor siya doon. Ako naman, hanap ako ng work. Mabilis naman din sa small town kasi since may need naman talaga. Ang una kong naging work sa totoo lang is customer technical support under Rogers. So work from home ako.
Alright.
Work from home ako for a year. But then again, I'll be very honest, that's really not for me. I know I perform very well, pero it's not really for me kasi ako talaga gusto ko field, working outside. So nag-apply ako sa school. Nakuha naman ako, pinalad naman ako to be an educational assistant.
Okay.
So that was my full-time job for 4 years. But wait, there's more. Siyempre, kailangan dito trabaho ka, di ba? Trabaho. So nung second year ko sa school, may opportunity sa long-term care. So sa small town kasi, as long as they see that you are able, they can actually hire you as a continuing care assistant. So, casual ako for CCA, pero
kahit wala kang experience doon, yun yung sinasabi mo, no?
wala akong experience sa care for elders.
Sure.
May training naman. And they will actually give you 2 years for you to be able to accomplish an education. Pero nagkataon naman nun, hindi ko naman sabihin na pinalad dahil nung COVID kasi COVID time, talagang may need sa support sa CCA. So nagbigay ang Health Authority ng tinatawag nilang supportive care assistant program. So kung wala kang CCA, pwede mong kunin yung SCA, which is similar sa CCA, for at least a couple of months. So yun yung ginawa ko. Yun yung inaral ko. So aral ulit, continuous lang ng pag-aaral. So within 2 years, yan, CCA ako, tapos plus yung full-time kong educational assistant. And yun, in a year and a half, kasi 4 years kami nagstay sa Waka, sa small town eh. Year and a half, na PR naman kami. Siguro nagkaroon ka na rin ng episode na magka-PR, baka umalis or what not.
Yeah.
Pero kasi kami nakita namin sa Waka, sa totoo lang is second home.
You liked it
Close-knit
there,
talaga yung
basically.
town. Oo, close-knit yung town and na naging close talaga kami sa naging close kami sa community. Active ako. Naalala ko din yung isang episode mo, yung nagko-coach.
Oo, oo.
Oo, as
Yun
an
ang
EA
nag-keep
for
mo
4
din.
years, I was a juniors basketball coach din doon sa
Oo.
Waka. So, and again, basketball is, I would say, an official national sport natin. So, yeah, and so, and other than that, yung mga kids ko din, they do volunteer, and yung wife ko naman, hindi pa rin siya umalis sa DQ kasi gratitude di ba? Yung
Yeah.
alam mo yung paying it forward. Pero nag-apply din siya ng CCA doon sa long-term care. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Kasi magkaiba na ng rate yan, Ina eh. So,
Mm.
mas mataas yung rate dun sa long-term care compared dun sa DQ. So, she stayed there and she held on for at least I would say almost 3 years.
Oo.
Pero while doing that, nag-work na rin siya sa long-term care as a CCA.
Hold on. So in Waka, sabi niyo no, after a year and a half na secure niyo na yung PR
We are,
through
yes.
SINP, no? So SINP. Would you say, I think big factor dyan, siguro nakita nila kasi you are in a very small town where, more people I guess are needed. Could that have been a factor?
Yes, I would
Oo,
say
no?
so. I would say so. Kasi yung Waka Ina is bago kami dumating doon, continuous ang transition ng mga workers na mga na-PPR. And
Oh,
I would say ang normal flow unfortunately is pagka na-PR, aalis.
yun na nga eh.
Yes. So and now I feel that as as part of of the employer side of things is when it comes to that, sabi ko nga sa'yo, nagstay kami doon, gratitude, papasalamat kami na we were the chosen ones na pinrocess nila. Pero at the end of the day, dyan papasok talaga na pag na PR ka, mobility rights, so
Yeah.
so
No, but that's okay because you moved naman to Saskatoon. It's still
yes.
inside the same province. You're fine. You're
Exactly,
fine.
exactly. So that part of our story is when we felt na 4 years okay. Sa totoo lang kung hindi gano'n kalayo yung Waka sa Saskatoon, pinag-uusapan nga namin ni Mrs. baka nasa Waka pa rin kami. But anyhow, there's an hour gap. Hindi naman gano'n kalayo pero an hour gap pa rin kasi ang kalaban mo diyan pagka nag-snow na eh. Kapagka nag-snow na talagang highway dadaanan mo mahirap. So 2023 and eto ina rin 2023 yun yung 2022 nabuntis na si Mrs. 2023 lumabas yung pangatlo naming anak. So yun na yung time na you know what, I think it's a perfect time now to move on from Waka and then let's try now the city, Saskatoon. Okay?
Yan.
So
Okay, sige, puntahan na natin yung life ninyo dyan sa Saskatoon. Ngayon po, going through a number of different jobs, si Vic is now HR head. Okay, head ng HR. Tama, no? For the company
yes.
you're working for, and it is healthcare company.
Yes.
Nagsusupply po sila ng manpower to different, group homes, yung mga ganyan, no? Tama.
Sa ano 'yun, yung company namin, direct kami talaga
Okay.
na nag-ha-hire. So, we do have local hires and, we even tried international recruitment. So, if I may share, back in 2023, ang organization namin, was part of the, international recruitment, by, the SINP. So, maraming
The
organization.
Philippines. You went to the Philippines, right? Yeah.
Dami sa Philippines, oo. So, yung directors namin, tsaka ako pumunta kami doon to filter and to, find the right fit of combination of behavioral support workers as well as continuing care assistant. Kasi nga yung industry namin is in the realms of social work and medical and healthcare. So, 2023, um, sobrang dami ng tao, hundreds talaga. Makikita mo talaga ang daming gustong mag-Canada sa totoo lang, Ina.
Oo, oo.
So,
Ewan
um,
natin kung gano'n pa rin ngayon ano. Ang dami na nangyari over the past 2 years.
ang dami. Sobrang dami pa rin as in. Tapos, ano naman, okay naman yung naging recruitment namin. May total of 14 families kami. The main applicant together with their families who went here through that particular international recruitment, and 14 out of 14, apat na yung ngayon na PR na yung yung apat, pero yung iba nag-aantay na lang. And
Oo.
yeah, yung alam mo yun, yung binabalikan ko yung nangyari sa amin, and sabi ko nga everything happens for a reason, na ang sarap lang tignan na yung fellow kababayans natin, na like example yung 14 na nandito na ngayon, na nakikita mo nagko-contribute positively not just to our organization alam mo yun, to the healthcare and also to the social work aspect ng ginagawa namin, na especially changing the lives of our kids and youth na sinusupport namin.
Oo.
Iba yung feeling na alam mo yung part ka nitong
Nung
professional.
journey nila to PR.
Oo.
Oo, this time.
Oo. Nakakatuwa lang.
And that, ito yung nabanggit ko sa intro, no? Dahil nga, HR manager si Vic, marami, I'm sure, mga applications ang dumadaan sa'yo. And you've noticed, over the past, year? Over the past
2 years.
year, no? O, 2 years, na ang dami daw talagang mga tao coming from different provinces, mga temporary residents, trying to move to, finding opportunities in Saskatchewan to
Yes.
secure their permanent residency. Ano napansin mo? Sige nga, sabihin mo sa amin, ano ba yung mga
Yes.
observations mo?
In the past 2 years, nagsimula ako sa organization, mga nakukuha namin na application is as in from Saskatchewan. Mga
Okay.
local sa Saskatchewan, dito talaga nakatira, dito yung address
Yeah.
nila. Pero after a few months, the immigration gets tighter and tighter. Pansin ko over the past 2 years, perfect example, yung may mga na-nominate ako ngayon, galing ng BC, galing ng Alberta. Kasi ang nomination namin, Ina, is through performance naman. So, etong mga na-nominate namin, yung ibang mga local hires namin na galing ng ibang province, BC and Alberta, and even Ontario, talagang marinig mo sa kanila, "Sir, I went here because there's really zero to none." Yun yung nakita ko talaga. I'm really happy for the province of Saskatchewan. But yung immigration talaga, yung influx, ang dami galing from different province. Those 3 province talagang nagpupuntahan dito to find that opportunity. And quite frankly, Ina, if I may share, no, there's actually there's one team member namin on the IT position na magmo-move dito. He will start on Monday from Fort McMurray, Alberta. Kasi nga, he has that long-term goal na magstay ba ako doon, o ang goal ko is to have that pathway and to contribute to the organization and stay there for the longest that he can. But makikita mo from that point na nile-let go nila yung, I would say, yung comfort ng city. Kasi nga, kung long-term goal ang pag-uusapan, mahirapan sila. Yun yung nakikita ko talaga. Ang dami influx talaga from those 3 provinces.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure nakikita mo rin talaga yung sarili mo sa kanila every time you meet each one of them, no?
Totoo. And sinasabi ko nga, Ina, sa lahat ng mga, and again, with my full thanks sa directors namin, kasi full on support talaga yung directors namin when it comes to this. Ang hinihingi lang talaga namin is yung performance. That's it. Walang anything tawag dito, yung equivalency lang ng performance nyo. That's more than enough for us. And ang nakikita ko nga is yung sarili ko dati na okay, na talagang part ng journey mo is may mga challenges and curves along the way, di ba? Pero babalikan mo nga, sabi mo nga, I'm a proud Filipino. I'm also a proud Canadian. We recently got our citizenship. And it might felt weird a couple of weeks ago nag-oath taking kami to be
Oo.
acquire our Filipino citizenship. Pero I mean there's no greater joy to to really reach the goals that you
Yeah.
have and to also make a difference to the lives of other kababayans and other nationalities na vying to for that permanent residency then.
Yeah. Well, sana marami pa sila ang sumunod sa'yo, no? Na maging PR, makahanap na ng kanilang permanent home rather in Canada.
Yes. All the best
Okay.
to everyone. Yes, who's looking forward to that song.
All right. So thank you so much, Vic, for sharing your story. We will end this here. At sana this episode makes many people, I'm sure, feel na hindi kayo nag-iisa. No?
Yes.
If you're thinking about, na nagsastruggle kayo in finding your pathway to PR, tignan nyo yung storya nila Vic, di ba? 6 months na lang, no? I'm sure nakakakaba yun, pero nakahanap pa rin ng paraan through a different province. No? But I'm not saying na maglipat probinsya kayo, ha?
Yes,
Yan
yeah.
lang ang nangyari po sa sitwasyon ni Vic. So yun, okay, thanks so much, Vic. And yeah, we will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Vic.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Ina. Thank you.